The Green Hornet. He hunts the biggest of all game, public enemies that even the G-men cannot reach. The Green Hornet. The Adventurer, the Devil's Playground. The events and characters depicted in this drama are fictitious. Any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental.
Some mob, isn't it, Casey? Look at the crowds around all the different stands.
There's the Wax Museum and a shooting gallery. Is it always so crowded here, Lowry?
Sure, all season. People come down here to go swimming on the beach, and they wander around evenings taking in all the excitement. Hey, don't tell me you've never been here before.
First time, cross my heart. I always meant to, but after leaving the newspaper, well, you know how it is.
Even those newspaper hounds get a day off once in a while.
Anyhow, Mr. Reed suggested I come out here with you, so here we are.
Yes, with orders to see how all these carnival concessions are going.
Why did Mr. Reed want me to go? I'm a secretary, not a reporter.
Don't we look like the rest of them? A couple out for a good time.
Mr. Lowry.
Oh, here's the roller coaster, Casey. What do you think of it?
It's awfully fine, isn't it?
The devil's picture that market like it. The league of wrestlers. Enjoy the fun ride, the devil's zipper only. Half it out of the fastest picture roller coaster in the world. How about it, brother? You and the lady friend? I'll leave him right now. Like the drag, Casey?
No, thanks. Not me, Lowry.
Why not? Sure, lady, there ain't nothing to worry about.
It doesn't look safe. Well, every time a car goes around that curve there, the whole support seems to shake.
That's the way it's built, lady. Vibration can't have it rigid.
Yes, but so much.
Safe for the ground you stand on, lady. Absolutely safe. Come on, get aboard the Devil's Zipper. You think it's brother? Well, the lady says no. I guess you'll lose the sale.
Come on, Lowry. Let's see what's further along.
Okay. All right, the Devil's Zipper, folks. We'll stand for you. What's the matter with you, Casey?
Now, don't you start telling me crazy because I didn't want to ride that roller coaster.
Well, the only way for us to get any dope for a future story is to ride those things.
You're the one that writes the stories, not me. Besides, it did shake a lot.
I didn't notice it. Now, but forget it, Casey. There are plenty of people who don't go for roller coasters. How about a hot dog?
Okay,
There's a stand right over there.
Did you see that roller coaster go past?
Yeah, they streak around those turns like nobody's business. Come on. Hey, what's that?
It sounded like a...
It's a roller coaster. See it back there at the bottom of that dip?
Oh, it's dark. This says I can't see over.
I can. Looks like the car jumped the rails.
Anyone hurt?
Can't tell from here. Come on, back to the entrance. It's a roller coaster. Stand back there, folks. Don't crowd around. We ain't let nobody in here. Gangway coming through here. Stop someone, will you? Can you see it? Here's the front here.
I'm right behind you, Lowry.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Inside to see that accident. Sorry, brother. Nobody gets past this gate.
But people might be hurt.
A little jarring, that's all. Nothing serious. Listen, we're reporters. You can't keep us out. Reporters or whatever you are. Nobody goes in. That's orders, see? Stay here, Casey. I'll go down. What's the row? Easy does it. Watch this gate and don't let nobody in, officer. Okay. That doesn't go for reporters. Oh, you a reporter?
He's Lowry from the Daily Sentinel.
Sure, let me in on this. It might be a story.
Well, yes, I guess reporters
He stays here. Everyone stays. The Devil's Zipper is private property, you understand?
Those people who are riding your roller
There's
coaster...
a doctor in there now. You can come in as soon as it's okay. But there ain't no story in those goes like that. Well, for those. How long are we going to have to wait?
Well, I hear different. Now stand back. Stand back, all of you. Stand back.
Dear. Mister. Reed. There I go. Getting all tangled up again. Glad it the way Casey makes this here typewriter flying and using all 10 fingers too. So right side again. And no sheet of paper to begin first. There we are, Casey. The boss is waiting. Oh, hold on there.
No, but you know better than... What's happened to my typewriter?
Yeah, the ribbon's halfway out.
And crumpled paper all over the floor. Oh, but what have you been up to?
No, take it easy, Casey. Can I help it if your machine is so old and ramshackle is falling apart?
Big Dave. It was all right until you got at it.
I had to use the sledgehammer.
Just to pick it up.
No, look here, you two sparklings.
I'd tell you plenty if Mr. Reed weren't expecting it.
Expecting you? He never said nothing to me about it. Why should he? Because I'm his bodyguard, that's why. And put the more beyond that, They've been told to sit here and keep people out while Casey's been gone.
You can stop then. I'm back.
Here, now, I'm still on duty.
Yes?
This case, Mr. Reed. Valerie and I are back again.
I've been expecting you. Come in, both of you.
Hey, hold on that chair, Axel. Mr. Reed doesn't want you.
Johnny, I can't understand this reason so you get back.
Oh, well, I close the door. Well, Miss Case, I heard you and Lowry ran into a lot of excitement last night.
Yes, we did, Mr. Reed. We've been out all this morning talking to people about it.
Maybe she'd rather be a reporter than a secretary, boss. She'd do all right, too. You got anything that the Sentinel can use? Boss, we got plenty.
You know about the accident last night?
Well, yes, we already had that story in. What I want now is the facts on who's responsible for it. In the bag, Mr. Reed. We got enough to call out the militia and have that roller coaster padlocked.
It isn't safe, Mr. Reed.
Sure of that? The statement made by the owner after the accident blamed it on the stick that had been lying across the rail. And that's what he said, boss. By the time we got past the cops and took a look, well, they might have fixed things up. What about the safety inspector?
That's just it, Mr. Reed. He gave him a clean bill of health on it.
And why are you so sure it wasn't merely an unfortunate accident? Here's why, boss. These little statements. Where were they from? Some of the injured passengers?
No, Mr. Reed. The passengers only knew there was an accident. They didn't know how it happened.
These statements are from guys who count, boss. Yeah, but I still don't. The guys who built that roller coaster, the contractors. And here's one from one of the roller coaster employees. He worked right there. He knew what went on.
We got them this morning.
And every one of them sang. Oh, good work. We'll be able to close down that rickety trap immediately. Hello, get me Gunnigan. Shall I do the rewrite on this, boss? Yeah, at once. Miss Case.
Yes, Mr. Reed.
Take this other phone and call the composer and tell him to hold the front page. Gunnigan, for just a moment.
Give me some phone.
Lowry, send Axford in here. Gunnigan, we're starting a campaign against ramshackle amusement concession.
Composing. Hold the front page for a
No, that's right. We're going after them hammer and tongs.
Here I am, Rich. What's going on?
We have enough for a series, Gunnigan. Oh, plenty of proof. No, we won't use names yet. No sense in using all our ammunition at once.
Ammunition, is it? Who shot who?
Oh, Axford, hush up.
Certainly name the roller coaster. The Devil's Dipper. It's unsafe. Hammer on it. Tell the readers we'll have more later. Miss Case, put these statements in an envelope.
Yes, Mr. Reed.
What can I do, Rich?
Axford, you're going to do some bodyguarding.
Sorry, me. You read?
No, those papers Miss Case has. You're going to see that nothing happens to them.
Oh, no, Reed. That ain't no fit kind of a job for a he-man like me. I want something
Well,
important.
these papers are plenty important. They're going to make certain that innocent people aren't the victims of another accident like the one that happened last night.
No paper, jump through. Roller coaster declared unsafe. Demand police close down the music station. Search no paper.
Those meddling newspapers. How did the Sentinel get the story, Scanlon?
Not from me, Durkin.
What about that accident? You told me there was a reporter from the Sentinel at the Devil's Dipper when it crashed.
Sure, with a dame, but they didn't get in. I swear it, Durkin. Oh, no, Durkin. Let's look at the facts calmly.
Calm, huh? You're in this deep as I am, Buckley. You're the inspector who okayed my permit on that roller coaster.
That's very true.
And you got plenty for it. A lot of good it's doing us now.
This doesn't answer my question. How did the Sentinel get enough information to be so positive?
If you read past the headlines, you'd know, huh?
You ain't had a chance.
I have. The Sentinel got that information from the contractor and men who built the roller coaster.
What?
They have statements from them. Furthermore, they have a statement from one of your own employees, Durkin.
Do they say that?
Oh, not in so many words. This story in the Sentinel is just the beginning, Durkin. It intimates that unless I, as inspector, close down the Devil's Dipper, they have proof and they intend to publish it.
So that's why all those reporters outside are hot on the trail. They think the Sentinel's got an exclusive.
The Devil's Dipper will not close. That's what I paid you for, Buckley.
Relax, please, Durkin. I have this whole situation well figured out.
Yeah? You better have.
It's very simple. A few threats will take care of these witnesses the Sentinel talks about.
Sure, but they got statements, signed statements.
And that's where you come in, Scanlon.
Yeah? Get to the point, Buckley.
If I remember, Scanlon once did a stretch for safecracking. What about it? Simply that I know where those statements are kept. They're being guarded by a man named Axford. He's not very smart.
Oh, I get it. I swiped them statements before the Sentinel can use them, huh?
Precisely. As for those reporters out there, Durkin, come along. We'll see them together.
What are we going to tell them?
Leave that to me.
There they are.
What about that Sentinel yard?
Get them out.
There's Buckley, the inspector. Are you closing them down?
Please. The Sentinel newspaper has not only blackened the reputation of Mr. Durkin, but its report has caused him to lose a lot of trade.
He'll lose more than that.
Who are you?
I'm Lowry. The Sentinel's a paper I work for.
Is Durkin closing up or isn't he? No, he is not. What's more, as inspector, I can vouch for him. That accident was caused by a stick thrown across the rail by some passerby. Purely unintentional. There'll be a better story than that in the Sentinel tomorrow. Young men, you can tell your employer this. Both Mr. Durkin and I have been libeled. We intend to sue.
That's a laugh.
Well, we have proof, and you had better use it. We're suing the Sentinel immediately unless it publishes the retraction.
Oh, it's unless, is it?
I don't like your tone. Gentlemen, you can notify the editors of your various papers that we are suing the Daily Sentinel. Today, we'll demand $1 million damage. And gentlemen, you may print this, too. Mr. Durkin and I are going to collect it.
Late that evening, Scanlon and an accomplice took up their post near Dick Reed's home in the entrance to a dark alley. There they waited until they saw the bulky figure of Mike Axford approaching.
Here he comes, Mike. See him crossing the street? You mean that big guy, Scanlon? Hey, he ain't gonna be no pushover. We'll handle him. Buckley sure was right about that guy being a little bit on the dumb side. All I did was send him a telegram to bring them statements to his boss's place, and he falls for it. What's that way? He's turning info. That's them, all right. Couldn't be nothing else. Stay here in the shadows. When I talk to him, you know what to do. It's all set. Why, big brother, you're a match?
Huh? Darling, that's a funny way to hop out in the dark. And besides, I'm in too much of a hurry to...
Why, you're dirty. Again, Mom. Let's go on. I got the envelope. Run for it.
That sounds like... Axford. Good Lord, Mike, what happened? Why are you here?
Charlie, I've been ambushed. They nabbed the papers. Somebody must have known you told me to bring them here.
What?
There was cinnamon grit all around me. Tell me this.
Mike, I never told you to bring no statements to me.
Sure, and I'd have beat them all if they had. What? That's what you said?
How long ago did this happen?
Connie, you must have told me to come here. Here's your telegram. It's the only black and white.
But I don't know what's wrong with you. Cato, get in the other room, Axford, and lie down. You have a bad bruise in your head.
It's beyond me. I was told this telegram. It's under that. That's what it is.
Cato, the statements placing the blame for the roller coaster accident are gone, stolen. There's no doubt about who's responsible for that.
Mr. Durkin?
Oh, that's why Buckley and Durkin were so sure about suing the Daily Sentinel for libel. Without the evidence upon which we based our story, they've got us right where they want us.
Very bad, Miss Brett.
There's only one answer. Unless we recover those statements or get new ones from the same witnesses, there's no power on earth that can save us from this libel suit. What's more important, the Devil's Dipper will continue to operate and endanger the lives of hundreds of people. What are you going to do, Mr. All the papers. Get every available man out to try and get new statements from those witnesses. If that fails, Cato...
Yes?
This may be one more job for the Green Hornet.
Now to continue our story. With the evidence against the Devil's Dipper stolen, Dick Reed sent reporters out in an attempt to get their stories on paper a second time. But the attempt was doomed to fail.
So that's where we stand, boss. I went to every one of those witnesses after you phoned here to the paper last night. And none of them would repeat his previous statement? Not a one, boss. Yes?
Mr. Buckley is here to see you, Mr. Reed.
Buckley? Well, send him in this case. Come in yourself. Bring your notebook. Oh, sure, Daddy. That guy here with a summons shows I'm a foot high. Well, I can't avoid it forever, Lowry. Well, Buckley, you wanted to see me? I didn't expect you'd be so easy to see. Get to the point. I wanted to have the extreme pleasure of serving you with this summons myself. Don't imagine that you surprised me with this. You're just as crooked as Durkin, Buckley. You can't talk to me like that. No, we know all about you. Durkin runs the Devil's Dipper only because he bribed you to overlook its clumsy construction. You need proof of that, Reed, not talk. Perhaps we should add a slander suit to this one for libel. You deny what you know is true? Your secretary needn't take notes, Reed. I'll do all my talking in court when you answer that summons. Boss, that's the summons. Here, Miss Case, file it. In the wastebasket.
With pleasure.
Were you, Buckley? Open that door, Lowry. Here, what are you? Let go of me. I'll go on, boss. We're giving you the same treatment your summons got, only instead of the wastebasket. You stay outside. Don't show your face around here again, or you'll get the same treatment. What a heave! I'll sue you for a broken battery, Reed. You can't get away with this. Go ahead, try it. Only remember, the Daily Sentinel's going to keep after your rotten racket, libel suit or no libel suit.
That evening, after Dick Reed arrived at his apartment, he described the situation to Cato, his valet and the only living man to know him as the Green Hornet.
Well, that's the story, Cato. The witnesses refused to repeat their evidence. They've been intimidated, threatened. I understand. The Daily Sentinel's being sued for libel. There's no defense. Cato, it's up to us to make sure this crookedness is settled once and for all.
Yes, sir.
Lowry told me about one of those witnesses, a man named Thomas. He's a tenant at the Devil's Dipper. His job is to inspect the roller coaster after closing time each night.
Will you talk?
If we get one to repeat his statement, the others will follow. Get the mask and gun, Cato. We'll take the black beauty. Tonight, Thomas is going to meet the Green Hornet.
Thomas? Hey, Thomas. Yes? What do you want? Turn off the music. We're closing up the Devil's Dipper for the night.
Yeah. Not a bad take tonight, huh, Durkin?
All right, considering how the Sentinel's been talking up that accident.
We'll split plenty from that libel suit.
Okay, Scanlon. All fixed. Except I gotta make my tour of inspection.
Don't bother us with details, Thomas. Go ahead and do your inspecting.
Yeah, make it snappy, Thomas. Me and Durkin will be waiting over in the shack next to the entrance.
I'm going.
Thomas.
Yeah?
Just a word of warning. Remember what we told you about any squealing?
We took care of that statement you signed for that Sentinel reporter. We got him back, all of them, yours included. When that libel suit comes up, you keep your lip button about the accident, you understand?
I ain't gonna talk.
You better not. You know what'll happen if you do.
I told you once I wouldn't talk no more. I ain't got enough.
Hey, look over there.
What?
One of the roller coaster cars is starting up the slope.
Huh?
Well, get after it, Thomas. You must have caught on the cable.
It's empty. How could it change?
Said that's all. Go over and get it and snap it up.
I can't figure it. Guess the cable control must have slipped and pulled the empty car up the grade. This whole Devil's Dipper ought to be junked. Condemned. Rotten equipment all over. Where's that cable lever? There. Shut off. Guess I'll leave that car there till morning, no use.
You'll be with it, Thomas.
Huh? Who's that? Don't you know this place
I'm a
closed?
special visitor, Thomas.
Hey, you're masked. You're the Green Hornet.
Right.
What are you doing here?
Came to see you.
Me? For what?
You gave a statement to the papers about the accident.
I ain't got it now.
You might repeat it, Thomas.
Not me. I'm doing like Durkin and Scanlon told me to. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Perhaps they don't believe that.
Huh?
Perhaps Durkin and Scanlon are still afraid you'll talk.
Listen, Hornet.
As long as you're alive, you're a danger.
Durkin and Scanlon wouldn't do nothing like that.
How do you know they don't plan to put you out of the way?
They said they'd pay me plenty for keeping quiet.
Well, you trust them, huh?
I got it.
Suppose I tell you there's no intention of paying.
Well, you just
Suppose they want all that money from the libel suit for themselves.
They're the kind of guys to do a stunt like that, all right, but here, Hornet, what's your stake in this?
Sign this and I'll tell you.
What's that?
Look at it.
Okay. Easy with the gun. I'll look. Hey, this is about the accident.
It's a duplicate of the statement you signed.
Yeah, I thought they burned it.
Not before I got a copy. Sign it.
Huh?
Do you think you can trust Durkin and Scanlon?
What's that got to do with signing this?
When they know the Green Hornet has your signed statement, what'll happen then?
You mean they won't take a chance on doing nothing to me?
Exactly. You're safe as long as someone has your statement.
Yes, but
Besides, they'd pay plenty to get it back from the Green Hornet.
Hey, I never figured that. You're right. You're a smart guy.
Sign it.
Sure, pal. You and me, huh? We'll blackmail him for a load of dough. Yeah, that'll teach some guys to threaten me.
Here's a pen.
Okay. You're on the level, Hornet. You'll split with me.
Whatever I get from Durkin and Scanlon, you'll get your share.
That's enough for me. There you are.
We thought you couldn't be trusted, Thomas.
Huh?
So you would double cross us.
What the? So that's it. You was testing me. You're in with Scanlon and Durkin.
You were warned to keep your mouth shut.
Tear up that statement. I won't talk or swear.
Too late.
Don't do it, Hornet. Don't like it. I can't breathe. You're in with... Isn't the gas?
Every statement, but it's not enough. We'd say it was signed under threat of force. But now he believes Durkin and Scanlon tried to finish him.
Yes, sir.
We're making sure he doesn't change his mind. Here, take each feet.
Yes, sir. I have never...
Get his arm. When he recovers from the effects of the gas, he'll be high up on the Devil's Dipper in that roller coaster car that's stalled up above.
What for?
After we leave him now, I'm going to phone the police. Then we'll take care of Durkin and Scanlon.
Reed and Cato carried the unconscious form up the narrow catwalk high above the ground. They deposited Thomas's limp body in the stalled car. Leaving Cato on guard, Britt Reed descended and went to the nearest phone, first removing his Green Hornet mask.
Police department? I'm calling from the amusement park. There's something wrong at the Devil's Dipper. Yes, that's right, the Devil's Dipper. Better get over in a hurry. There's a
thinking, Durkin? What's happened to Thomas? He's been gone a long time.
Hey, how's the thought? Maybe that car gave him a little more trouble than he figured.
Yeah, maybe so. Still, I don't trust that guy.
No, he's not going to talk. He knows what'll happen.
Why take chances? No sense in letting him out of our sight this late in the game.
We already burned that statement he gave to the Sentinel.
We can make another one, can't he? Come on.
Perhaps you're right.
We'll soon see if he's around or not.
Huh? There's the car.
Yeah, it's still up there. Stalled halfway up to the top of the first rise.
That's funny.
Look, Durkin. There's someone up there. See he standing up in the car?
Outlined against the sky. Must be.
Now, another one. Right beside him. See, a little guy. It looks like he's holding a gun on top.
You're seeing things, Scanlon. It's too dark to tell for sure.
We're going to make sure. Here's the truss going up. We'll climb up the catwalk.
Yes, hurry. Single file. That way's too slow.
Who's that?
Get in this car. What is it?
Yeah.
The Green Hornet. Get in this roller coaster. Stop, you'll get a shot again.
Okay, we're going up.
That's funny. I'll go with you. The cable will carry us up.
Now, listen, Hornet, what's the idea? We ain't done nothing to you. The roller coaster up ahead, it's moving too.
Of course it is. The same cable lifts this one to the top of the first rise. Watch that one as well. See, it's going over the top now.
Hey, one guy got out. He's standing at the top.
Thomas is still in that roller coaster. He's getting a free ride along the whole length of your devil's dipper.
Hey, what are you doing?
There you are.
You're jamming the brakes. We won't be able to stop.
Exactly. Once we reach the top of this first incline, this car will follow Thomas's. His brakes are jammed, too.
You can't do that.
What's the idea? Just making sure neither you nor Thomas will be able to get out before you reach the end of the devil's dipper.
Are you doing playing games?
Yes, if you must know. Exactly that, Duncan. You and Scanlon have been playing a game with the public long enough, you and your infernal devil's dipper. Now I'm taking a hand in it. Here's the top, and here's where I get off. I bet you and Thomas begin this. If you want to catch Thomas, you've got to hurry. He's halfway down already. So here's a little shove. Now you on your way.
These are very fast, Miss Red.
Look at them, Cato. They're already over the first dip and going faster all the time. You fix the brakes on Thomas's car, I told you? Yep. Good. Either one of them will stop until they reach the end. Thomas is certain that Scanlon and Durkin have it in for him.
He takes the same guy, Miss Red.
Seeing him come after him will make him even more afraid. You see them? They're going around that curve now with Durkin and Scanlon about 50 yards behind.
Should we go now?
Yes, it's high time we were on our way, Cato. But not that way. We walked straight into the police.
How then?
Down the beam. By the time the police get things straightened out, the Green Hornet will be miles away. Here's the devil's dipper. I don't see nothing wrong.
This is utterly ridiculous, getting me down to a deserted roller coaster this time of night. Listen, Buckley, didn't a call come into the police saying something was wrong here? And aren't you the safety inspector for the amusement park? Well, then this is where you ought to be. Sergeant, there's nothing wrong here.
Looks like a false alarm right now.
Yeah, look at that.
I don't see nothing. Where, Lowry?
Up on the roller coaster, two cars coming around that last curve.
Hey, you're right. There'll be this platform any minute.
This is Cal. Who'll be riding at this hour? Open the first, baby. What's that? You, Thomas. What goes on? Who's out there? Durkin and Scanlon. Let me out of this car. Oh, what's that sticking out of your pocket? Flame cup or something? It's paper.
Hand that over, Lowry. We're running this, not you.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me read it.
This fuss is ridiculous.
Yeah? You know what the statement is? I neither know nor care. This is a signed statement about the accident. Impossible. Those statements were... Huh? That is, I mean... Go on, say it. They were swiped from the Daily Sentinel. That's what you were going to say. That's right, Buckley. Nobody knew about those statements. How did you? He's in with Durkin and Scanlon. I'll talk plenty. Nobody's putting me on the spot. I haven't time for this. Boss, I'm leaving.
You're staying here, Buckley.
Here comes your pal. We'll take them in, too.
Up on the platform. Make it snap.
What's the idea? Move. You're almost up, Durkin. You and your pals. We have Thomas's signed statement right here. What statement? The one I signed. You ain't putting me on the spot.
He's crazy. It was the Green Hornet.
Sure, the Green Hornet's working with you.
The Hornet? Is he in on this?
That's what I'm telling you. These guys sent him to get me. Only he slipped up. I'm still in the whole work.
Why?
No, that's stuff, you. Listen, officer, I had nothing to do with it. I'll tell you the whole story.
He's as guilty as we are.
We have the goods and all of you. You're going behind bars. If I could lay my hands on a Green Hornet, he'd be there with you. You can't have everything, Sarge. Sure, he got away. But the roller coaster is finished, and so is that rival suit. Boy, I'll bet the boss will be tickled when he finds this out.
The Green Hornet. hunts the biggest of all game, public enemies that even the G-men cannot reach, the Green Hornet. Dead is purely.
Life was me for my wife. Be within the hearing. I would be happy if it were not you. I don't want you to go hungry. So, Myra, I want you to see his name, Abbott. Abbott. Then I will not worry.
Homer, are you still there?
I am afraid I have lost contact with him, Mrs. Burley.
Oh, there's so much I still wanted to say to him. Call him back, Roger.
Tonight I'm exhausted. Perhaps another time. He gave you one message, though.
Abbott. I'll see him. A man named Abbott.
Mr. Abbott's office. An appointment? Have you met him before? Very well, please come.
Time for his daily reading.
Into that swank headquarters.
Of course. I made sure, Abbott. I'm putting a girl in to do nothing but check on the death notices and adding another woman to the sales force.
Sales force?
I've learned considerable idea of coming to me for an interview and a sitting, doesn't she?
Well, I'll be... Roger, you're all right.
Furthermore, Abbott, we're not going to be quite cash for wildcat stocks.
What do you mean by that?
Precisely what I said. Office of yours more along the lines of a dignified brokerage house. An actual less risk with the law business.
Now, look...
As long as you run it along the line, both of us land in prison, you... Now, how much have you taken in since yesterday?
Miss, $5,000. Sold us some Continental.
Worthless.
Sure. Time. A brand.
Anything else? The most important angle of... Seem to forget a matter of 5 named Joyce. That left 10,000 with 4,000.
Who told you
I'll
that...
take the money in cash, Abbott, and don't take such risks. I might decide to find another broker to work with me.
You try that and I get as deep as I am.
That's a matter of proof, my friend.
Here's a funny one for you. This isn't a Lulu. Get a load of this negative. And be careful, it's still wet from the rinsing bath. I shot a picture of this Roger at the Hotel Continental affair this afternoon.
Yeah? Well, what about it, Clicker?
Well, the doggone negative's a positive, see? That palooka has such a dark complexion that he shows white on the negative. Now, ain't that something?
Who is the bird, anyway, Clicker?
Oh, Roger something or other. Took a couple of shots of him.
What's he do, looking...
Oh, he does all the tricks. Crystal reading, spirit tapping, table tilting. I was talking to a couple of dames over at that meeting, and they claim he brought back the spirit of their dead husbands.
Ridiculous.
Well, I'm just telling you what they told one of those spirits.
Good afternoon, Miss Case. Oh, hello, Miss Benny.
Hello, Mr. Reed.
I didn't know whether you'd be in or not today, Mr. Reed.
Well, usually.
I was just showing Miss Case this negative, Mr. Reed. It's that new sensation in the spiritualistic world.
Who's that?
The Roger.
Oh, a couple of the girls were talking about...
It's a sensation. He's got
He's a good press agent. He's up in town. Sent enough stuff in the office here to fill half a dozen of Gunnigan's wastebasket.
No what?
Racketeers.
And press agent.
Roger didn't get by him. See print.
Well, you suppose this Roger really has something on the ball?
He's got just enough. But you know, Mr. Reed, there are no ghosts.
I'm surprised that the law doesn't step on a man like that.
I don't know why the law should.
Well, in the first place, he's obtaining money under false pretenses.
Yes, but Mr. Reed, he really does give people some comfort. Don't you think so?
Don't do that, Mr. Reed. If it gives a woman comfort to think she's hearing from her departed husband...
Beyond that.
What do you mean by that?
I've heard of men like that as a means of robbery.
Oh.
However, we have a newspaper to run.
Look, why not let me sign up for one of his weekly meetings and take along a hidden camera and some flash bulbs? Picture of him.
Picture of a ghost.
Miss Benny.
Huh?
Such an unethical proceeding.
Well, that's what I was afraid of.
I'll be in my office, Miss Case, if anyone calls.
Very well.
And, by the way, if someone should happen to already have a good picture of a ghost taken at a seance, yes, we might use it for a Sunday magazine picture.
Look here, Casey. Don't you worry about someone just happening to have that sort of a picture. I'll be around with one inside the next couple of days.
Hi, you clicker. Hey, Click, how's a girl photographer these days?
Hi, gang.
What's up?
Come on over here with inspiration, and you're the guy to give it to me. Right here will do. Sit down on the edge of the desk or someplace. I gotta make a call. Look through that drawer, will you?
Candid camera shooting, huh?
And how? Here's the number.
Hey, did it ever occur to you that you could clean out this drawer sometimes and make things easier for yourself?
Careful you don't break any of those filters.
Hey, Scott, how do you know what's in here?
There's the Leica down at the bottom. Pull out that photo flash attachment, too.
Where are you going?
We're going to a spiritualistic seance, Lowry, and get a picture of a ghost.
Hey, have you gone screwy?
Maybe so.
This what you want?
That's it. Close the drawer now. I'm going to try to horn in on one.
Won't you?
Wherever there's trouble, there's a picture, Lowry. And I'd go a long way for a good picture. How much money you got?
Money? What's that?
No fooling. Borrow a couple of bucks, will you? I got to get a couple of flash bulbs and... Say, Lowry, have you got us meetings? Oh, here. Is this the Rogers studio? Well, I'd like to know if it's possible for me... One of the seance...
Music came from an unseen source in the velvet draped room where Raja held his seance. Atmosphere amid luxurious furniture and silk tapestries, a well-dressed group of sat Clicker Binney, trying to show the same wide-eyed expression of awe the other ladies showed. With her was Ed Lowry.
Ooh, Clicker. This place smells bad.
Shut up, Mug. That's incense.
Yeah, well, I wish we were out of here.
Scared?
Oh, my eye.
Now get things straight. You keep that reflector with the flash bulb ghost, and when I click the shutter, the bulb will go off.
And we'll go out on our ears.
That's okay by me as long as we get the picture.
With his head swathed to the floor, his deep-set, heavy-lidded eyes surveyed the people. Then he took his place at the head of a table and motioned wordlessly for the others to gather close to him. As they did so, the lights became dimmer, and then the room... In an adjoining room, a man and woman stood with many yards of cheesecloth draped about them.
To commune with the spirits that lie beyond the grave, I must ask that all of you remain absolutely silent and concentrate on the hope of seeing one who was dearly beloved by you in life. Will you concentrate in a state of mind, a line beyond which no person once crossing has ever... It may be possible that the voice of someone who means much to one is heard. Come and let itself be seen. If it is recognized...
This time, Greer.
That's so loud. Where's the megaphone? I've got to get the old sepulchral spirit moving now.
Get the megaphone up to Rogers. Press the signal button.
Is near the borderline, calling to me.
I must caution you not to recognize him.
Calls me. I hear a voice. I hear a voice. Who calls me?
I feel a presence in this room. Someone from the hereafter is calling for attention. Come, give me your name.
My name was John.
John. John, will you let us see you?
Someone is calling for me. I will let myself be seen.
Come, John. A friend of yours is here.
I would like to have a word with him.
Someone took a picture. What in blazes?
Who did that? John! John, where are you?
This way.
Turn on the lights. What is the meaning of this disturbance? This is profane. This is unheard of.
This is the way out.
We got it. We got it.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Green Hornet adventure. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. now to continue our story. When Britt Reed heard through society friends that Roger, the spiritualist, was using his supposed occult powers to persuade widows to trust their money to his accomplice, he had Clicker Binney get a photograph of the specter at one of the seances. The next day, when Britt Reed came to his office, Ed Lowry was there before him.
The girl got a beautiful shot, boss. It shows that fake up to a fairly well.
Good enough, Lowry. We can use that photo in a Sunday supplement in a few weeks. I'm planning on a feature story dealing with these racketeers and ghosts.
Well, I can contribute.
How's that?
Well, I can contribute. There have been a lot of cases where women have been told by the crook they thought to be the spirit of their dear departed to go and sink their cash into phony stocks and bonds.
Where did you get that?
Police headquarters. They've had complaints on Raja.
They have?
Yeah.
That's odd. The other evening, a couple of women were telling me about him. They'd been sent to a man named Abbott.
That's the guy.
He sold them stocks that weren't worth a hoot.
That's what the cops were told. But the law can't prove a thing.
I know it. Yeah, perhaps an expose in the Sentinel would do some good. That's what I had in mind, Lowry.
Roger will sue if you mention him.
Let him sue.
And it won't get anywhere, boss. That's the tough part of it. He'll fold up and move to another city if things get too tough here. There's no way to get the goods on him, and less chance of linking Abbott up with him.
Yeah, it's a confounded shame that this sort of thing can go on unchecked.
You're telling me? I say the way Raja and Abbott worked the racket, it's almost foolproof.
Where's the picture Miss Binney took?
Here, take a look at it.
Say, that is something.
Isn't that a Lulu? Oh, it's a darn shame the cops can't take that as evidence.
It wouldn't mean a thing.
I know. Roger didn't charge anything for the seance, so the law can't touch him. Hang it all, it's the old story. The law can't touch him.
The law couldn't get at Roger and his racket. But Britt had deeper plans when he arranged for the picture to be made. We find him in his apartment with Cato, his faithful servant and the only living man to know him as the Green Hornet.
This picture, Cato, shows me how the ghost appears and where he comes from.
Yes, Mr. Britt.
In my careful study, I can get a fairly good idea of this man's face in spite of the gauze that's draped over his head.
Yes, sir.
And I think that with that, I can step out at the next seance.
What are you going to do?
Give the Roger the shock of his life.
How?
The Green Hornet's going to a seance. The next ghost that Roger summons from behind those drapes is going to have altogether too much to say. Now we've got to make some plans, some rather elaborate plans.
Yes?
You'll be in on them. He uses a phonograph, Cato, that's probably played from the same back room that the ghosts wait their turn in.
What about that?
Now, let me see. Abbott, that's the name of the bird that handles the financial end.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give him an invitation to the next seance. I wonder what he'll have to say. He won't dare say much in front of the guests. Neither will the Roger. But after the guests have gone, I wonder.
Several evenings later, an exceptionally fashionable group of people were in attendance at the seance. Before the Raja made his appearance, he met his accomplice, Abbott, in the side room.
Have you seen all the new people that are here tonight?
I wouldn't know the new from the old.
We're getting the society trade now, Abbott. People with lots of money.
Not so loud.
They can't hear me in the next room. What are you going to do here anyway?
Sit in.
Sort of unusual, isn't it?
Any objections?
No objections, of course. Glad to have you here.
I just thought I'd see if you weren't trying a little double-cross on your own hook.
Whatever gave you that idea, Abbott?
You've been mighty quick to suspect me.
I had sufficient reason to.
Okay, Raja. Just don't try anything, that's all.
You better go and sit down. I'm going to start in a couple of minutes.
Right. This should be worth watching, you fake.
Greer.
Ready for the music?
Yes, you may start the recording now. Give them a good show tonight, Greer. Now, Jane.
Yes?
You're to be the daughter of James Stillwell. He is in the group.
Drowned last summer, didn't I?
That's right.
I have the part memorized.
Good. I'll go and start things.
I'm going to ask that guy for a raise and pay one of these days.
I'm worried about that picture someone took the other night.
Haven't heard anything from it. What's there to worry about?
I don't know, Greer, but just the same.
Keep still. They can't hear it. That mask.
Gone.
Keep your voices down. You'll regret it. What's the matter? Steady, you crook. You're going to take a little nap. You went out nicely, young lady. Yeah, that's it. Just lay right down here. All right, Cato. You can come in now.
They made no noise.
Yeah, that was the big gamble. And I guess they've grown so accustomed to keeping quiet back here that they did it subconsciously.
How's that? You want it?
Very well. Hurry and get it set on that machine.
Yes, sir.
Now, work it out. Let me see. Oh, there's a good place to hide.
There is.
Have the car ready right outside the window?
Yes, sir.
What time is it now?
10 o'clock.
We've got to handle things just right. Stop the machine.
If it is recognized by any one of you, please speak softly and address it by name. Concentrate, my friends. Concentrate.
Now for it.
We must all concentrate. There seems to be a disturbing influence among us.
Is there someone called Lucia?
That's me.
Concentrate, my dear. Concentrate. Do you speak from the hereafter?
I speak to someone called Lucia.
Vincent. Vincent, is that you?
You wish to ask me something?
Something is wrong.
Yes. Yes, tell me, dear. Are you happy?
Yes, Lucia. I am happy.
Before you left, I never knew. Was there any pain? Did you suffer, dear?
There was no pain.
We miss you so much.
Lucia, there is one thing you must do.
Yes. Yes, tell me.
It can save money.
Yes. Yes.
You must invest your insurance. Take it from the bank and invest it.
But I don't...
Hear me, Lucia. A good investment house. The Gurney Sanders.
What? Concentrate, please. Do not disturb the spell.
I remember the name. Vincent, tell me. Tell me a little more. Vincent, I can't see you now. Tell me a little more. Vincent!
Concentrate. Concentrate, my friends. Do not break the spell.
Someone whose name is Elizabeth.
That's my name.
Elizabeth, your brother sends you word through me.
Yes. Yes, my brother. Where is he?
He couldn't come. He sends you word. Do not trust any but the firm of Gurney Sanders with your investment. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. My brother was always afraid I'd...
I can do no more. I can do no more tonight. There is a disturbing influence here. The seance has ended. I am not well. Please, the lights. Another time. But please, now, go.
I want to talk to Vincent again.
Another time. Another time, please.
My brother. Can I get more word from my brother?
Another time, I tell you. Go, get out, leave me. I am not well.
The Raja turned up the lights, and the amazed people were hurriedly sent from the luxurious room. All but Abbott, who remained behind until the others had gone. And then...
You dirty, double-crossing crook. It's a good thing I came here tonight.
Abbott, believe me, there was something wrong. I don't know what happened to Greer.
I can tell you what happened to Greer. You decided to play along with that Gurney Sanders firm, huh? I got the tip-off on that, Raja. That's why I came here tonight.
You're crazy, I tell you.
Oh, no, I'm not. You're the one that's crazy to think you could put something like that over on me. Maybe you thought my office wasn't swank enough for the society swells you had here, huh?
No.
You had Greer all primed to give that stuff out. Then when you saw me, you didn't get a chance to change the instructions.
It isn't true.
Oh, yes, it is. I'm not a blind fool, you know, Raja. Well, don't get the idea you can double-cross me.
All right, you blustering idiot. Just what do you propose to do?
I'm going to smash you.
Oh, no, you're not. Maybe you're the one that took that picture the other night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you thought a photograph of one of the ghosts would smash me. Well, let me tell you this. I know the law, and I've stayed inside the law. And that's more than you have done.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. You open your mouth, and I'll send you to jail.
You can't do it.
Oh, yes, I can. There have been plenty of people who have gone to your place and bought worthless stock. There have been a lot of others that have bought stock from you and been told the stock went down. But what they bought on margin was wiped out. I happen to know, Abbott, that you never bought the stock at all. You just pocketed the dough. Well, don't get any foolish ideas about trying to make trouble for me.
You can't double-cross me and get away with it.
Who's that? How do I know? Where is Greer? You can ask him. I didn't try to double-cross you, Abbott. Greer, where are you? Answer the door.
I'll go myself. We'll continue this discussion a little later, Raja. I'm not through by any means.
Where's he at? Stand aside. Let's go through the place.
Police, what's the meaning of this?
What do you want here?
Where's the Green Hornet?
The Green Hornet? I know nothing about the Green Hornet.
He's hiding out here someplace. I just got the phone call a little while ago, and we come right over. It's too bad he didn't do something about you two rats before he skipped out. He's probably gone by this time.
Whoever called you is mistaken. There was no phone call from here, and the Green Hornet has not been here.
And we don't want you cops around. Now clear out.
What are you doing here, Abbott?
I am reading his palm.
You think fast on your feet, don't you, Roger? Let's have a look behind there.
One moment, officer. Maybe you've heard that a warrant is required before you can search a man's home.
You know all the laws, don't you?
Sufficient of them.
That's why I came here tonight, Joe.
Someone in there. Come on.
That's my voice.
Let's go see.
You think you could put something like that over on me? Maybe you thought my office wasn't swank enough.
You two talking.
It's a frame-up.
Shut up.
No.
Let's
You had Greer all primed to give that stuff out. Then when you saw me, you didn't get a chance to change the instructions.
It isn't true.
Oh, yes.
Let me out of here. Right where you are.
Turn that thing off.
Quiet, Roger.
Looks like we got the goods on you at last.
Let me go. Let me get out of here.
No, you don't. Not so fast. That record will hold in court. Hang on to these two. We're taking you both in and that record as well.
No, it's a frame-up, I tell you. You can't do it. Let me go. This intrusion. You have no warrant.
We're taking you guys in without a warrant. Take that record along.
Who did it?
Hey, look over there. Those two on the floor. Holy mackerel. What's happened to them?
It's Greer. Your helpers. I knew there was something wrong. I told you, Abbott. I told you that Greer wasn't the one who appeared.
They're alive, all right. Just knocked out.
Yeah. We better call the boys and have the wagon sent over. This thing's bigger than we thought.
Yeah, take that record so we don't lose that.
I've got it. And hey, holy cats, look at this. I get it now. We were sent over here to get the Green Hornet. Okay. Look what's on the record.
The mark of the Green Hornet.
There he goes. He's outside.
He sneaked out this window. Boys, I'd say offhand the Hornet framed this whole thing.
I told you we were framed. It won't hold in court.
Oh, yes, this will hold in court, Raja. And for once in his life, the Green Hornet's done a good turn for the police department.
Read all about the Raja. Green Hornet, that's virulent. Green Hornet to the north, that's the West Street paper.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Green Hornet, Incorporated.